Boston Children's is already seeing the impacts of federal cuts, with hospital leadership and Governor Healey calling on the Trump administration to change course. NBC 10 political reporter Matt Pritchard joins us live from the State House with details. Matt, this is a sensitive issue across the country, but especially so in our state, where we have so many universities, so many hospitals.
Yeah, Glenn, no doubt about it. And when it comes to Boston Children's so far, primarily where they are seeing these cuts is in their vaccine research department. But of course, the fear is it could expand beyond that to more areas of the hospital. A tone of woe and worry.
It's causing not just the cut that happens, but also the anxiety that the governor talked about.
Boston Children's Hospital reportedly operating in a state of flux, fearing its $230 million in National Institutes of Health funding could be cut off, with Governor Healey saying at least half of that total is at risk.
That means halting research into diseases that harm children.
It translates to discovery, that translates to new drugs, to new therapies.
Now, according to Dr. Churchwell, each Friday staff learns of new areas where cuts may come, with vaccine research so far seeing the biggest impact.
We have worked with the CDC and the FDA and regarding that, and we've seen just a stoppage of that.
But the Trump administration is staying the course, continuing to limit grants coming out of NIH, at times defying court orders to do so.
President's administrations have followed federal court orders always, so it's very concerning.
A frustration Governor Healey says must turn to action.
It is important that we educate members of the Trump administration and President Trump about, the impact of things like cuts to medical research.
Now, Governor Healey was also spotlighting rumored Medicaid cuts. It's important to note the White House has said they aren't planning on cutting to that program, but Governor Healey and members of her administration say if the president wants to go forward with the tax cuts that he's proposed, the cuts are going to have to come from somewhere, and they believe it'll be from Medicaid. At the State House, Matt Pritchard, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, Matt, thank you. Former U.S. Senate Majority Leader Bill Frist, a Republican, is also reacting to the NIH cuts. At a Harvard forum today, he had this to say.
It's painful. Yeah, everything that I've stood for, that you heard, is science, and the current administration, at least to date, has shown little respect for science.
Dr. Frist is also a physician who advocated for health care while in office.